Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. Today, we are answering your questions. And today's question comes from Instagram, and it comes from Baseball Doherty. And they ask, how did your routine change from minors to the majors? And what changed? Okay, so overall, you're not going to make a drastic change typically from the minor leagues to the major leagues. What you've been doing in the minor leagues has obviously been working because you got to the major leagues. So you're not going to totally change everything. But there's definitely things that are going to change because the minor leagues, let's face it, it's not like the major leagues. The major leagues have so many things. You have so many things available to you at the major leagues that you did not have at the minor leagues. So this is typical. I'll give you some of the changes as far as your routine is going to go, as far as a player preparing for the game, those type of things. First thing is you're probably going to get to the park a little bit earlier in the major leagues than you do in the minor leagues. Now, you still get there really early in the minor leagues. Typically, a game is going to be at 7 o'clock. I would say in the minor leagues, I'm probably getting to the field around 2. It depends if you're home or away. Let's just say home, all right? When you're home, you're going to take batting practice first, and so you're going to get there pretty early. I would say in the minor leagues, I'm probably getting there around 2:30ish, 2:30ish, somewhere around there. Depends how much work I need to get done for the day. In the major leagues, you can get there even earlier. First, because you're going to eat something, right? And so in the major leagues, you can show up to the ballpark and they can make you food. In the minor leagues, it's typically not going to happen. You're not going to get to a ballpark in the minor leagues and eat lunch unless you're bringing your lunch with you, or unless you want to have like Fruit Loops or Cocoa Puffs for lunch. In the major leagues, you get there and you can ask, in San Diego, we had a little kitchen area where you could ask them to make you food. So someone like me who has a really unhealthy diet, I could come in and be like, hey, can I get a hamburger? Usually I'd say, can I get a chicken sandwich? But you can ask for some lunch, okay? And so you can get to the field a little bit earlier to get that. That's the first thing. Now, after that, you're going to have more available to you as far as you might be able to get a massage in the major leagues. Now, you can get it in the minor leagues. Sometimes a trainer could give you one. But in the major leagues, sometimes you're going to have an actual masseuse there. You might have a chiropractor there. You probably aren't going to have that in the minor leagues. Actually, you're definitely not going to have that in the minor leagues. And so you can get there early and you can get your body worked on a lot more at the major leagues than the minor leagues. In the major leagues, you're going to be able to watch more film. You're going to have more film available to you. So in the major leagues, we have a video room. In San Diego, we had a room that has a computer, and you can go in there and you can watch as much film as you want. So you can pull up anything. You're able to type in, let's say that day you're facing Clayton Kershaw on the mound. You can go back and watch all of your at-bats against Kershaw. You can watch Kershaw's at-bats against anyone else in the league and put in, I want to see what Kershaw throws to a right-hander in a 2-0 count. You can put anything. All right, and so again, in the minor leagues, you're not going to have that. I never showed up to the minor leagues and watch film before the game of the opposing player. I might watch my own film, but I'm not going to watch film of the opposing player. Minor league scouting reports usually go like this. You get to the game and you get ready for the game. And then before the game, depending on who your hitting coach is, you'll be, getting stretched out or whatever before the game, say 15, 20 minutes before the game. And the hitting coach is going to come over to everybody. He's going to say, all right, guys, we've got Jimmy Swarthmore on the mound tonight. Right-hander. He's got a fastball at 92 with a little bit of run. He's got a breaking ball at 79, not very good command of it, and he's going to have a changeup as a third pitch. Doesn't throw it a whole lot. Let's go get him. That's going to be the scouting report. Some teams you play for, the pitching or the hitting coach isn't going to say anything. There's not going to be any scouting report, okay? So it just depends. In the big leagues, like I said, you're going to have video, you're going to have an actual scouting report, and so you're going to get there a little bit early to go over things, right? So that definitely happens at the major league level. The other thing that might happen that will cause you to get into the field a little bit early is usually you're going to have everything you need as far as batting cages to hit in. In the minor leagues, you won't always have that. Like when I played at Eugene, our batting cage at home was this little tiny cage that we hit off of mulch. Like the ground was mulch. There's going to be some places you go where there's not going to be maybe a cage available. Maybe there's only one cage and the home and the away team have to share that cage. That's what happened at Eugene. In the major leagues, you're not going to have that problem. So you're going to have a cage. You might have multiple cages that you can go and hit in. So you can get there a lot early. You don't have to wait for somebody else to use it. You just get there, you go, and you get your work done. And so that really, really helps out as far as preparation goes. Now, also in the major leagues, you're going to have on the road, we had an early BP on the road. And so how it usually works is the home team's going to hit BP, then the away team's going to hit BP. But in the major leagues on the road, you had early BP. So then you'd have early BP where the road team would hit. Then you'd have home BP where the home team would hit. Then you'd have regular away BP where the away team would hit. And so I remember being a young guy, I always had to show up for early BP. And so you'd be hitting on the field at like 1 o'clock for a 7 o'clock game. And it was actually I thought it was a really cool time to be able to just go out and just work on things, right? So you're not like getting ready for the game. Maybe there's something in your swing going on that you don't like. Maybe there's lots of things going on you don't like. And you can go and you can work on that stuff. You hit on the field, there's nobody around. There's maybe 5, 6, 7 guys hitting and that's it. And you can just take as many reps as you want. So I always thought that was a pretty cool time. And so I did that a lot. I actually kind of had to do it. I would have done it anyway. But they made sure, they said, if you're a young guy, we highly suggest that you get here for early BP. Okay, what else do I have to do? And so all of that stuff is going to change your routine a little bit. Also, the last thing I'll talk about is a weight room. So in every Major League Park that I played in, we had a weight room. So obviously at Petco, you've got a weight room that's right attached to the clubhouse. But when you're on the road, there's also weight rooms in the stadiums. And so you can get a workout in whenever you want. You can get there early and get it done. You can wait till after the game and get it done. In the minor leagues, you don't always have that luxury. So in the minor leagues, sometimes your home stadium has a weight room. Sometimes it doesn't at all. And so, like Lake Elsinore, California, when I was in high A, we didn't have a weight room. So I couldn't get to the stadium early and work out. I couldn't stay at the stadium late and work out. If I wanted to work out, I had to go to Gold's Gym or whatever. Right? And so that's going to change your routine a little bit. You're not going to get to the stadium to work out if there's no place to work out. And so that will definitely change your routine as well. So I would say all of those things are going to change it. Again, you're going to do a lot of the same stuff, but it's where you're going to do it, right? You're going to be able to do a lot more stuff in the big leagues at the actual stadium. You're not going to have to go to all these places to get everything done. And you've got more people that can help you. And so it just means more time at the stadium to get the work done. So hopefully that answers your question. Thank you so much for writing in. If you want your question answered, put it in the comment section below and I'll try to get to it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Give it a thumbs up, share with all your friends, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later.